OMG, it is the second episode of Unstoppable Marketing and Mindset with MG, and we are going into the highest value content right here, right now, today in this episode. I'm MG, marketing and mindset coach to women who want to be unstoppable in business. And team, I want you to get ready today to take notes, okay? What I'm sharing in this episode is so high value that it shouldn't be free. What I want you to get out of this is an understanding of the marketing funnel, because God damn it, this topic is so overcomplicated by so many, and it doesn't need to be. I'm going to be simplifying it to the point where you say, oh my gosh, I finally get it. And I can actually see how I can use this to blow up my business. So buckle up and let's dive in. I mentioned in the first episode that I studied marketing in university. However, I know this sounds ridiculous, but I actually don't remember learning about funnels. Now, this may have been because I was much more interested in going to the pub or, going to class after being at the pub and not there, therefore being able to learn very well. But the term funnel was not something that I really remember hearing. And maybe it's because potentially digital marketing has been what has brought the word funnel really to the surface when it comes to all of the things that we do marketing. But if you run a business, it's not just about digital marketing. I want you to know that how you run your business right now, you actually already have a funnel, but you just might not be aware of what it is. The more you can bring awareness to it, the more you can amplify it and get even better results in your business. So if you run a business, particularly online, you need to know marketing funnels. However, even if you don't have any component of your business online, you still need to have an understanding of this. I recently went through marketing funnels with someone who has a farming business, okay? And that was absolutely useful for them. If your business has an offer, then, which it obviously does, every business has an offer, then you need funnels. For so many people though, they have no fucking idea what a funnel really is. And to be honest, I really didn't understand it until about 2 years ago, 4 years into business and 12 years after studying a marketing degree. So if you don't feel like you get it, then don't feel like you're alone in this. In this episode, I'm going to make it simple and potent as fuck. So you can see how, even if you've only made one sale in your business, you're actually already using a marketing funnel, and how to amplify what you've already got, plus fill any gaps that you don't. I started learning about marketing funnels intentionally when I joined my very first business coaching program back in 2017. I was in Grace Lever's Inner Circle, which is what they called it back then, but now it's just the Doer's Way Inner Circle. I don't think she uses her name anymore. And the way I saw it then with funnels were basically what you click on to create on ClickFunnels, which is all that existed back then, a landing page or opt-in page, a thank you page, and or some combination of that, often called messed up shit, like a tripwire funnel, meaning like we get to trip people up into spending money when they're just going to be getting something that they don't even need, or they think they're getting something for free. Blah. That whole process, don't love it. What I didn't know at the time is that your funnel is actually every aspect of your business marketing, not just your landing pages. P.S. If you're totally new to business and this all just sounds like gibberish, don't worry, I gotcha. I was equally as confused back in 2017 when it was taught to me this way. So I'm going to make this real simple. Your funnel is simply the journey that your customer or client goes through from not knowing who you are to being your total raving fan. Let me say that again. Your funnel is simply the journey that takes your customers or clients from not knowing who you are through to buying or engaging in your services, through to being a total raving fan and telling everyone in the world about what it is that you do. If you picture this as a funnel, ironically, okay, as a funnel. In marketing, we call this at the top of the funnel. Picture the top of the funnel where people enter your funnel. That's where they just get to know about you. They've only just gotten awareness of you. If they don't know who you are or what your brand is, they aren't even in your funnel yet. Okay, so obviously you want to bring lots of people into the top of your funnel because that's brand awareness, right? There are 1,000,001 strategies for this, and we will come back to that soon. Let's continue on the journey down the funnel. Once someone has an awareness of your brand, your next step is for them to get to know you, get to like you, and get to trust you. And when you do, then this takes them to the middle of your funnel. Okay, and they're more likely at that point to be interested in what you have to say. And if they're nurtured right, they're more likely to buy. When someone buys and their money is parted and they invest in your products and services, they're at the bottom of your funnel. Okay. And there's less of those people there. Okay. The funnel gets smaller and smaller, but they're your paying customers, right? The journey doesn't stop here. You now want these customers to either continue a relationship with you that serves you both, or to rave about you so much that they bring more people into the top of funnel. Every single business needs this, bar none. And once you understand this concept, you can fill the gaps. In my business, the top of funnel looks like this. I have lead generation ads, reels. The reels have got calls to action that get people to follow me if they're seeing it from outside my audience. It gets me in front of other people's audiences by doing that. It also allows me to get in front of other people's audiences if I am a guest speaker. So I will guest on other people's podcasts. I will speak in front of audiences. I will go on a live with someone else. That is getting me in front of people that haven't yet seen me before. So that's bringing people into my top of funnel. My mid funnel is my lead magnets, my adding value to socials, my podcast. What you're listening to right now is a mid funnel. It's giving you the opportunity to get to know, like, and trust me. My email nurturing, I send an email every week. I have a hugely high open rate for the average. I have a 35% average open rate when the average is 20% in my industry, because I am nurturing in my emails. Then I have bottom of funnel. I have a clear sales process of how to join the Unstoppables, how to buy my courses, and I'm telling people about my offers daily. So these are the strategies that I have here. Then we have the end of funnel. This is an area that I haven't talked about just yet. The end of funnel is where people have already been buying from you, but they're the ones that become your raving fans. And what we want to do there is make sure we're really nurturing clients. It's not just they buy and we forget about them. We're nurturing our customers and clients. We might be buying them gifts. That's what I do for people that join the Unstoppables or start working with me one-to-one. They get a gift. I have retreats that are specifically for my members. I build relationships. It's all about building relationships. This is where you get testimonials. This is where you get repeat customers. And that bottom of funnel is a really important part to nurture as well. So let's go through this with your business in mind. I want you to think about, from the top, what are you doing to get in front of new audiences? In the middle, what are you doing to get people to know, like, and trust you, that already know who you are, but you want to show them that what you have to offer and the expertise that you have and the experience and the knowledge and the value that you give makes them go, damn, she knows what she's talking about. And at the bottom, what are you doing to make it easy as possible for people to buy from you? What are you doing to make that process really streamlined and simple and make them feel really well looked after? End of funnel, how are you looking after your clients and customers and making them feel really important to you and your business? Ask yourself those questions, because when you ask yourself those questions, you now know what you're already doing, right? And you can also notice what's not happening, what maybe you're not doing. Are there any gaps there where you're like, oh yeah, really not looking after that bottom of funnel, or oh, we haven't been doing much to get people into the top of funnel? You can see the gaps. You can start taking actions towards what gaps you want to fill. The next step, really important, is to measure it. You need to have KPIs, key performance indicators. Your KPIs are going to help you to know whether what you're doing is working. So if you have a top of funnel strategy, you might want to measure how many new leads you have come in a certain period of time. If you've got a bottom of funnel strategy, you might want to measure your conversion rates based on how many calls, how many sales are you having, based on how many website visits, how many items per sale. So having those KPIs help you to make really clear decisions based on the data rather than just guessing. Okay, that's where throwing spaghetti against the wall does not work. We want to use data to drive our decisions. That's a rundown, really, of what a funnel is. And I've literally done that in such a short amount of time, but I guarantee that that has simplified it enough for you to just go, do you know what? Oh my God, I know what I'm doing. I know what I need to do now. So go and do it. Make sure you go and rate this podcast on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, and right here on YouTube, if that's where you're listening. And I look forward to seeing you here for the next episode. The next episode is my very first guest speaker episode on this podcast, and she is next fucking level. I will see you there. Peace out. I'm MG.